How's it going, everybody? I'm a couple minutes late here, so bear with me. I am just getting set up. Watched the end of that Steelers game. That was pretty crazy. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just going to do my Facebook thing. Those of you that are watching this after the fact, you can pretty much always go a couple minutes ahead of time, and you will not miss anything, because the first couple minutes of the live stream is generally just hanging out and waiting for a couple people to join us. I already see some people coming in, so that's fantastic. And then we'll review the comments here shortly. I'm going to do my little live thing on Facebook Live as well, so just want to make sure that we get as many people involved as possible. If you are able to tell me whether you can hear me or not, whether the picture quality is okay. I mean, I know you have to look at my face, so there's nothing we can do about that. But like the rest of it, does it look okay? So just let me know, and we want to make sure that everything's good. So bear with me. I'm going to do the Facebook deal, and I will be right back to you, and I will start answering comments. I have a lot of different things I want to talk about tonight, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Hey, Facebook. Very exciting times for the Kittanning Greatest City in the World page and for my YouTube channel. We hit 1,000 subscribers this week, and so we're talking about that tonight. And they're like, where do we go from here? Like, what's this channel going to be all about in the future? And, just what are the next steps? So come on over, join us on the YouTube. We do live streams every Sunday night at 9 o'clock. Just for normally half an hour to an hour, somewhere in that range, normally closer to an hour. But come on over, join the conversation, and we'll have a good time. Thanks so much, guys. God bless you. Have a great night. Okay, sorry about that. And wow, is it 13 people on here already? That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. It's like, I don't know, I just love doing this. I love talking to you guys live. I feel like I'm getting to know you, and hopefully you're getting to know me a little bit too. This is probably a better way to get to know me than watching the videos, because with the videos I get to edit everything out. I get to, in a sense, like only show the best part of my life on the live streams. You get a lot more off-the-cuff thoughts, like my best friends would get if I was sitting down having a conversation with them. And so yeah, that's where we're at. And I just so appreciate you being here. 16 people. My goodness, where are y'all coming from tonight? It's fantastic. Let's see here. Okay, comments. Let's see who was first. I didn't see it live. Smelly was first. Glad that you're here. We also have Kelly, Smelly, and Kelly coming first and second. That's good stuff. Jonathan, you were third. Thought he might have been second, but Jonathan is third. Jonathan, I don't know if you're still rocking the advertisement on the back of your car, but I just think it's fantastic. I know, Ava. I know it's you. Flip-flop for show? Question mark. What's up? Not much is up, just a Sunday night. Sunday's my day of rest generally, although the last couple days have not been super restful because we had a funeral to go to yesterday along with men's breakfast, and then we made cookies as well. So I had made almost 200 cookies with my kids, just me and the kids. We made peanut butter blossoms and then my grandmother's famous sugar cookies with homemade icing. And that's like my favorite thing to do with the kids. It's really, really awesome. Great family tradition. And so I'm a little bit beat, but my heart is full as well. So it's a good thing. Good things all around. Let's see. Jonathan Tarr says, dang. Nice tree, says Becky. Thank you. Appreciate it. It is a nice little tree, We'd let the kids decorate it. A lot of homemade ornaments on there. A lot of meaningful things on there for us. And just very, very happy about the tree every year. Colin's in the house. Good to have you, Colin. That's fantastic. Colin says, do you want a free chocolate milkshake? I always want a free chocolate milkshake. Colin is saying that because I was in McDonald's the other night with my family, and Colin was there being his awesome self and showed me how to use the touchscreen because I'm old and I can't figure out those things. But seriously, they had an extra milkshake, and so he brought it to my table, and so I got to share a nice chocolate milkshake with my kids. That was fantastic. Super appreciated that. And it was funny because we were at Dairy Queen last night, or not last night, but 2 nights ago, and we had someone else bought us a whole box of ice cream sandwiches. So I guess like the new thing is like to buy me ice cream wherever I go, which I am totally okay with. If anyone ever wants to buy me ice cream, I'm down. Like, it's totally cool. Let's see here. Danielle says clear. I'm assuming you were telling me that my voice is clear and the picture's clear, which is fantastic. That is the goal. I'm missing one light, actually. Bear with me here. Get a little extra light on my face. That's always helpful. So thank you for that, for the friendly reminder, and for telling me that it's good. Colin says, Andrew, yes, Colin, I want the milkshake. I just can't express to you enough. I'll take another one. Becky says we're good. Smelly can hear me. Sorry, it's Ava, but I don't know. I like calling you Smelly. I don't know why. Flip Flop for Show says, did you go to Armstrong High School and tell about Lenape Tech, or was that someone else? I didn't talk about Lenape Tech, I don't think. But I did go to Armstrong High School last week. They were the ones who originally got me over 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of a fun story, actually, because they went classroom to classroom recruiting kids to subscribe to my channel. And what was really cool is they said everyone kept telling them, we're already subscribed. So evidently there's a lot of high school kids that are subscribed to this channel, which I think is fantastic. And then, so they got me over 1,000. I was at 1,004 when I got back to my office. And then I opened up Twitter on my phone, and I opened up Twitter, and it said, YouTube had a tweet right on top of my feed that said, we are doing a routine cleanup, and so if you see your subscriber count drop over the next couple days, don't be alarmed. Like, that's what's supposed to happen. And I looked at my subscriber count, and it was down to 955, and I was like, no, all year I've been trying to get to 1,000, and then they like dumped me back down. But it was the very next morning. I was already back up over 1,000, and I'm at like 1,020. So I think we're safe now. I think it's safe to say that I'm officially over 1,000 for good. So, anyways, that's all on you guys. You guys, it's been so amazing to see people share these videos and all that kind of stuff. And I want to talk a little bit about that too once we get a little deeper into this thing. Danielle says, let's get 2,000. Don't stop at that accomplishment. Totally agree. We're not stopping. We're not stopping. But I am going to stop pushing and stop constantly badgering people. As fun as that's been. So, but, if you want to continue to do crazy stuff and get people to subscribe, that's cool. But, seriously spread the news. If you like the videos and if you think the message is good, then make sure it gets out there. I think that's awesome. Becky says 100K. Yeah, 100K would be fantastic. At 100K, I would literally begin to consider whether or not I need to keep my full-time job. Because I think at that point, we could make this into something really, really cool. Totally different than maybe anything else I've ever seen on YouTube. Just a channel completely dedicated to doing good and revitalizing cities and planting churches. I think it would be amazing. If we could get Christianity on board with that kind of thing, I think it would be so awesome. But anyways, different story for a different time. 3D Maker Kid says, what could 1,000 do? They could take over the world and change the course of history. Yes, 3D Maker Kid. That's what I'm talking about. So that's the conversation I want to have tonight. Doc Creed says, congrats on 1,000. Thank you, sir. Smelly says, hey, it's Ava. I know it's Ava, but I like calling you Smelly. It is what it is. Kevin says, hello, all of you beautiful people. Kevin, hello, you beautiful person right back. Love you, man. Jonathan says, the snow we had turned my whole back window green as it melted. I had to wash it off. Jonathan is the superhero from Templeton that put subscribe to Kittanning, greatest city in the world on the back of his car. Coolest thing ever. Cannibal says, we need Andrew emojis. I'm not sure what that would look like, but that is what it is. Hail Victory says, what's with the Star of David on the Christmas tree? So Star of David on the Christmas tree was just from Sunday school. All the kids made one, so I actually have 3 of them on here. There's one there. There's one here, a little one. And there's another. Sorry, you're probably getting... Where's the other one? Oh, it's all the way over on the side. So there's a third one there. So all 3 of my girls made those in on the Wednesday night, the Kids Jam class that we have at church. And so that's what it's for. Star of David, just kind of a symbol of Judaism, obviously, but also, the star when Christ was born. And so it was kind of, learning about the star when Christ was born, and that's the star that they chose to make. So that's all it is. No special significance. I'm not like a Messianic Jew or anything like that. Although, I'm cool with the Jewish people. Love that stuff. So. Without the Jewish people, we wouldn't have Jesus. So, that is what it is. Pastor Andy, how are you? It's AJ. I had an ambulance here taking my neighbor to the hospital. It scared me, and the Steelers won. Yes, the Steelers did win. Sorry to hear about your neighbor. I hope your neighbor's okay. The Steeler game was pretty crazy. They finally kind of got that monkey off their back and beat the Patriots, so that's a good thing. Tom Brady just doesn't seem to be the same man that he was before, which is, I guess, is good news for the Steelers. I think most of the NFL is going to celebrate when he retires, and New England will weep for 1,000 years. 3D Maker Kid says, I would love to meet up over Christmas break. We should have a channel-wide meetup. Yes, absolutely. That's actually in the video tomorrow. I talked about that. That's one of my plans. I guess we could talk about that tonight as well. Ava says, year. I'm not sure what that means. Cannibal says, the only star we care about is you, Andrew. Oh my gosh. Laying it on thick, Christian. Laying it on thick. It's glad to have you back watching, by the way. I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Hail Victory says, is it a Jewish Sunday school? I'm confused. It is not a Jewish Sunday school, I promise. Kevin says, Andrew, look straight at the camera and smile and pose for just a second. Was that long enough, Kevin? Everyone probably just thought the screen froze. Flip Flop says, how about a subscriber meetup in Kittanning Park? That would be cool. It might be a little cold in the park. I'm hoping to maybe we could find an indoor place that would allow us to come. I was thinking maybe we could try to get Amano. Maybe that would be good if we could get Amano to let us in there. They have a lot of space. Normally it's not super busy in there, especially at certain times. And we could maybe rent the whole place, and it's right by the park. It's right by the river, so it's easy for most people to find, I think. Flip Flop. Oh, sorry, I read that one. Jonathan loves the meetup idea. Yes, I think we're gonna do that. Lionel says, "Oh man, I'm not gonna have to block you, Lionel, am I? Oh man, I think I might." Just don't do it. I don't want to have to put you in timeout. I've had to do it before. I just don't want to. So, Mr. Castillo, please be nice. Flip Flop says, sorry, sort of stole 3D's idea. No, it's okay. We've talked about it before, and I'm sure 3D Maker Kid's not offended. Oh, I can see 3 comments down that he's not offended. Mr. Castillo wants me to read the comment. I'm not going to read the comment. Kevin says, got the pics I needed. Let's see. I'm just gonna remove a couple of your comments. I'm not gonna put you in timeout yet. I just wanna hide you a little bit, for the families, for the kids. All right. So, anyways, let me get into what we were gonna talk about tonight. Number 1, Steelers victory. We already talked about that. The Vikings won as well. Those of you that are interested, we fired our offensive coordinator last week, and then we scored 41 points this week. So. Maybe the rest of NFL needs to hope the Vikings don't make the playoffs. They might be dangerous now. I'm not sure. Okay, so what was the channel all about when we started? The channel when I started this whole thing was simply to be a vessel to try to change the mindset of our community. That everyone was super negative, and that's where I came up with Kittanning, greatest city in the world. Because it was kind of like, what's the most obnoxious way that I could try to counteract the negativity with just kind of overwhelming positivity? And, just to show the good things that are happening in our city, that we are on the upswing, that it's not such a negative place to be. And so that was the original point of the channel. And I thought, if I could even get 100 or a couple hundred people to connect to this thing, I would really just want to see if we could create a movement that would kind of pile onto what we were already doing with Summer of Serve, pile onto what we were doing with the church, with Habitat for Humanity, all those kinds of things, and just be kind of push that wave toward the shore and just really be overwhelming, that we could be this positive force that would take over all the negative aspects of our city. And then I thought, maybe we could get to 1,000 as it was over the summer and we started to grow. And here we are, over 1,000 on this channel. Just crazy excited about that, you guys. And I'm thinking, where do we go from here? Because it's not something that I don't want this channel to be about me. Like obviously I'm making the videos. Obviously the style of video that I make, I'm the one talking. And so there's always going to be an aspect that it's about me and my story and my family. But I don't want it to be just about that. I want it to be bigger than, me trying to make money on YouTube or me trying to become a YouTuber or that kind of stuff that I see in all the other YouTubers on YouTube. And so I want it to be about something bigger than that. And I think we have this opportunity to begin to connect with each other in real life, and then we can, begin to kind of forge friendships, form coalitions, and then go out and do more practical work through this actual channel and see if we can create more of a movement that way, kind of work side by side with each other and figure out, what is it that the people of this channel want to do in Kittanning or in Armstrong County or wherever you are. What are the people in this channel interested in? Because our church, we have certain things that we're interested in as far as Summer of Serve, but, maybe we could fill a whole different gap in the city through this channel. So I just wanted to talk to you guys and just really figure out, what is it that you're thinking could be the future of this channel? What do you want to see happen from here? I do want to have a meetup with you, and I want to go back. Actually, that's the one coming on tomorrow. There's a video that I already have made. It's going to go live tomorrow morning at 6:15, and so you can be watching out for that one. And that's kind of the video version of what we're talking about tonight. But I did do a little celebration with my family and just on my own, and just trying to kind of get my mind out of this growth mode and try to get back into analyzing and thinking and strategizing about where we go. Because I've been pushing so hard for this goal. I've been trying to make more videos, and a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings, and it's been kind of taking a little bit of a toll on me lately. But I feel energized, and I feel like my mind is getting into a restful state again. So I'm ready for the next step. So that's the one thing I want to talk about. And then, where do we go from here? What do we do? Just want to, talk to you guys. I want to get your suggestions on that. So let me go to the comments. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions yet, or maybe it's just me talking to myself and speaking out loud, and you guys can think about it over the course of time. But let me look at what we got here. 3D Maker says, I hear a lot worse daily. I know, 3D. I know you do. I know schools are not the safest place for young ears. So, but that being said, this channel is just not the place to do that. Ava, yeah, Ava, we don't need to do that either. Oh, sorry, Ava. I put you in timeout, Ava. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to just remove your comment. Ava, please don't be mad at me. Please come back. Please stick around. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Can I take you off timeout? Hang on. Let me see. Oh, man, I can't. I don't see any way to do that. I'm so sorry, Ava. Amanda says, Ava, be nice. Andy was respectful to that person. Please follow his lead. Yes. Totally agree, Amanda. Thank you. Kelly says, sorry, Pastor Andy, a month late. Had to take care of my neighbor. He's sick. He had to go to the hospital. Yes, I know. You said that. Praying for your neighbor. Cannibal says, we should make a movie, Andrew's Angels, like Charlie's Angels, but instead of beautiful girls, it's the beauty of Kittanning. It's a pretty great idea. But like I said, I don't want it to be about me, but maybe we could just call it Kittanning, greatest city in the world, and make it about all the awesome people in Kittanning who are doing awesome stuff. I do really think that's an interesting idea, because if you factor how many I have now, 200, well, I think as far as vlogs go, I have 160 vlogs, and they're all probably average, say even just 10 minutes a piece. That's 1,600 minutes of footage, which is, I don't know, someone do the math for me. It's, gosh, how many hours is that? That's a lot of hours. 20 plus hours? My goodness. 1,600 minutes. I got to pull out the calculator here. I feel like I should be able to do that in my head. So yeah, 26 hours of footage. So surely I have enough there to be able to tell a really, really cool story about Kittanning. And, maybe we'll do that someday. Maybe when I have some time, I'll take a month off and just go through and try to write a movie with all the footage that we have. I think that'd be super cool. Brian Armitage is in the house. Brian, I'm so excited to see you. Brian, just seeing your name just reminds me. I want to just invite all of you guys to Living Water Church. Next week we have our Christmas services. So we have 3 different services. We're going to have a Sunday evening service, Saturday evening service, the first ever Saturday evening that we've had. And so that'll be at 6:30 on Saturday night. And then Sunday morning we'll have our normal 10 a.m. service. And then we have a Christmas Eve service at 6 o'clock. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, it'll be church every single day. Any of you guys that haven't been to Living Water and want to come and hang out and say hi and come and worship Jesus on a very special day, come out and do that with us. That would be awesome. So Brian, yes, glad to see you, my friend. Cannibal Christian says, remember to like the video. Yeah, so there's 13 people watching, 5 likes. There's eight of you at least that haven't done it. So you should do that. Flip Flop says, I know Kittanning is amazing, but what about Ford City? Ford City is great. It's just a distant second place. That's all I can say about it. But seriously, Kevin and I, we talk, well, even on the Discord channel, I think 3D Maker might have been in on it, and we're trying to get some other people in on it, but we were working on a well, you guys have seen diss track videos on YouTube probably, where like different YouTubers make fun of each other. And so we were thinking about making a diss track for Ford City, but then at the end, like the big reveal is that we need to work together, that we're not actually against each other. And so it was going to be like really funny in the beginning and then hopefully like heartwarming and collaborative at the end. And so maybe we'll do that someday, but it would be like a cheesy like rap video. Like it would be probably super embarrassing to make and to publish, but I think it would be really fun. And for me, I think it would just be hilarious. So if you guys think that's a good idea and we should do that, then please let me know. But Kevin wrote some really funny lyrics, and I thought I wrote some good ones too. But a couple of the high school kids were like, this is so cringy. And so that made me back off a little bit. But I invited them to write some lyrics for us as well. But we were just kind of having fun with it. It was just a little fun side project. Cannibal says, I mean, I could be an angel. Light Up Night proved I can look good in a robe. Totally true. You were shepherd number 2, Christian. You did a fantastic job, you and your dad. And, I hope you'll consider being a shepherd again next year and making it even better. Or maybe we'll just make you the angel. Maybe we'll just, no holds barred. You just put you out there with some wings and make it happen. 3D Maker says we need a diff track on Flip Flop. I don't think we need to do all that, but that's funny. Kelly says, hi, Pastor Andrew. It's AJ. Good to see you, AJ. Glad you're here. Glad to have you at church, too. You're such a help to me. It's good stuff. Oh, wait. Kevin said he's making a faith poem. Kevin, are you doing a positive poem now instead of the 7 deadly sins? Or are you going the other way? I'm interested to know. Those of you that don't know, Kevin writes poetry, and he started writing poetry on the 7 deadly sins, and it's really it's good stuff. You need to friend Kevin on Facebook and find him. Flip Flop says that's an amazing idea. Flip Flop wants us to do the diss track. Cannibal says, when you say angel with wings, you mean chicken wings. Hey, whatever you need, man. Whatever you need. Flip Flop says, how did Belle do in the pie eating contest? I'm not sure. The pie eating contest was actually won by Dio from our church, which is pretty cool. So, but he ate I don't even remember. Does anyone remember? I think it was over 2 pounds of pie. Maybe it was 3 pounds of pie in 60 seconds with no hands, by the way. In the pie eating contest, you're not allowed to use your hands. So it's pretty impressive. Uh, Kevin is writing positive poem for fruits of labor. I'm assuming you mean fruits of the spirit, but good stuff. Gonna go back and forth. This one's a different style in threes like Poe. I love it, man. Christian, you're too much. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about tonight is monetization, because now with 1,000 subscribers, I'm basically waiting on YouTube to approve my channel, and at that point, I'll be able to monetize the channel, which just means I'll be able to show ads before the video. Now I make ads now for other videos, and so you guys have maybe seen that before, where you click on another video and you get me first is the ad. I've purchased those over the past 6 months or so, just to kind of accentuate some of the Kittanning videos that I've done, and then also. So I'll be able to do ads, and I'll be able to do super chat on this chat when we do Sunday nights. And super chat is like where you would, people could basically donate while you are doing the chat. And then there's other ways that you can monetize your channel with things like Patreon. And so Patreon is just like a site for creators. And so if I created a Patreon page, you guys would be able to subscribe to it and just say, hey, I want to support what Andrew's doing for $2 a month or something like that. And so I was just, I'm wondering like your guys' perspective on all that stuff. Like, would ads before my videos bother you, or would, having super chat bother you? Or if I made a Patreon page, is there anyone that would be like interested in actually putting some money towards it? And so I just wanted to say, first off, like I'm not looking to get paid myself at all. Like I make plenty of money at my job. I don't need anything that way. If I was looking to do this full time, then obviously I would need to get paid, but I don't need that, and I don't want that. But what I'd be looking to use it for is I would like to have a fund set up that I could maybe buy better equipment that I could use to make better videos about Kittanning. So to buy number one, a drone, I'd love to have GoPro 7. I would love to have. I don't know if you guys have seen the new GoPro. It's pretty awesome. But I was thinking for summer serve and stuff, a GoPro would be amazing. The other thing that I'd like to have is maybe at some point an actual professional camera, like a DSLR camera. And then I was thinking if we were going to do projects as a channel as well, if we had different Patreons or patrons, or we had different monetization things, I could begin putting all that money into a pool. And so then if we wanted to do some kind of project in the city, to make Kittanning a better place, or we wanted to do a pop-up event, we wanted to have snacks and drinks there or something, then we could use the Patreon money to take and make something happen in the city. And so I was just wondering, like, is there anyone out there that would actually support something like that? If I did that, would it look like, hey, this guy's just trying to get money out of us? I just am wondering, how would that be perceived? How would you guys perceive it? And would it be cool or not? And so, like if like everyone's okay with that, I'd like to set up all that stuff and just start raising money to get a drone and to get different equipment that I want to have, and then even when I did business videos, like the business promotion videos that I do, I think if I asked for payment from a business owner, I bet I could get payment from just about everybody. I can get gift cards and stuff to give away, but like if I went to a business and said, hey, I'd love to feature you on the channel. I know last time we did a video, you got $200 worth of business. Would you be willing to pay $50 for a video? And I'll put it in the account, and then we'll use that money to do something cool in the city. And so I'm just trying to think of like different ways that we could make something really good happen in the city. I'm always thinking of different like kind of business ideas, and I think that would be a cool way to make more stuff happen in the city. So anyway, let me know what you think about that. So back to the comments. Christian says, Andrew, my brother Mikey always rages on his games, and my mom and dad yell about it. So I told him to say nice things when he rages. He got killed in Fortnite and screamed, "Come to my church." I'm just picturing that, like, I'm picturing like Michael from The Office, like he's screaming as loud as he can at the TV, just come to my church, and all these other people are like, oh, yeah. That is so funny. Um, Tell Mike I'm just glad that he's promoting living water. If he could maybe shout, well, maybe not, actually don't shout living water. Just let him do his thing. Jonathan says, "Yeah, that was a scary ad I saw in another video." In all honesty, good job on the ads. Yeah, thank you. I actually took money out of my State Farm business and decided at the beginning of the year, I decided I was going to take some money out of my business and use it to promote the channel and to promote the greatest city in the world page because I figured my business is going to, if Kittanning grows and if Kittanning does better, my business is going to do better naturally. And so it makes sense for me as a business owner to try to pour some resources into making the city a better place. Even more than I already did sponsorships, I already did different things, but I feel like this has potential to be pretty impactful. And so I decided at the beginning of the year to pour some money into it. And so I'm going to continue to do that, but it's good stuff. Ava, you're back. You're out of timeout. I promise I did not mean to put you in timeout, Ava. I really did not. 3D Maker Kid says, do the monetization. Yes. Kevin says, does it help for us to pause ad blocker? And yeah, that's true. So if you ever see ads start to come on my videos, like I would really appreciate it if you actually watch the whole ad because then I would get paid, or the channel would get paid for it. And so basically every time you'd watch an ad on this channel, you'd be making sure that a little bit more money went to making these videos get better and went towards, hopefully doing something cool in the city over time. So yeah, turning off ad blocker would be super helpful. 3D Maker says, that's amazing, Kevin. Yeah. Jonathan says, I volunteer for any projects you have, however I could help. That's awesome, Jonathan. And I know we're going to need more helpers in the future, especially with things like Summer of Serve. That's guaranteed it's going to happen this summer. So we'll definitely take your help. I'd love to hang out with you more too. You seem like a really cool guy, and I'd love to get to know you and your family. Flip Flop says, every YouTuber does Patreon, so if it would help you help us watch your videos better, then sure. Okay, very cool. Love the feedback. Christian says, how about you make dinner prizes like some of your boss jam for a couple bucks because I'd legit spend all my money for you. I'm not sure what the total comment you meant to say there, Christian. Make sure that you rewrite that comment. I'm interested in what you're talking about, but the dude says 100K please, 10K subs, 5K subs. Yeah, I'll take any of those. That would all be great. Ava's back. Fantastic. That dude says, I want monetized. I'm growing my channel. I'm glad that you're growing. How many subs do you have, the dude? Maybe we can get you some more. I don't know what you do on your channel, but, put a little pitch in the comments. Tell us what you do, and maybe you'll find a couple subscribers here. Kevin says, 3D Maker Kid says, gotta go. Live your life to the fullest, everyone. 3D Maker, you are like 13 years old. You are fantastic, and I love your positive spirit, my friend. Have a great night. Kevin says, I will always pause ad blocker for your videos. Super appreciative of that. I have to get approved first, so you guys will know when I get approved because I'll announce it for sure. I'll try to be super transparent about all that stuff because, like I said, I do not want this to be about me. I want people to know that I'm not trying to just grab money. That's not at all my heart for this project. I really want this to become something to kind of take on a life of its own, and I want this to be the city's channel, not my channel. So, dude says, you want a shout out? How much more of a shout out can I give you? I've said your name like 4 times. You have 71 subs, you're 13. I said you got to write a little description of your channel in the comments. So tell us, hey, I do gaming videos about Fortnite or whatever it is you do. Put it in there, and then people will read it, and maybe they will come and check out your channel. So that's my shout out to you, giving you the opportunity. I promise I won't put you in timeout like I did Ava. Ava says, hey, give me a shout out. Ava, I've been shouting you out all night. So shout out, Ava. Thank you for being here. Okay, guys. All right. If anyone has, I guess the other thing would be if anyone else has any suggestions for like a meetup Like, what could we do? Where could we go? The one idea I had was to try to get Amano to open up their place for us, and then I could make a video for them for free in exchange. The other thing that I thought was maybe if we could get one of these vacant buildings downtown, one of these buildings that's empty and needs a business in it, and maybe we could do a meetup kind of slash promote the building to see if we could get someone to lease it, or at least to get the word out that, hey, this building's available, here's how much it costs, here's the square footage, here's the features in it, all that kind of stuff, and kind of do the job that a realtor should be doing. But we could do it on a grander scale, and we could have a celebration together, and we could also just meet each other and kind of hang out and do some good stuff. So if any of those ideas sound cool, or any of the other ideas you have, I'd love to hear about them, and I'd love to figure out, how we can make that happen. I don't know how many people we'd even get, but even if we just had 5 or 6 people, I'd be totally cool with that. I just want to meet you guys. I just want to hang out with you and spend some time with you. Sorry. I lost myself in the comments here. Thanks for the shout out. You're welcome. Stacy says hi. Stacy's made a couple little Kittanning videos. Stacy, I really enjoyed your Light Up Night Parade video. I thought that was really cool. Christian says, give me a shout out, but who cares about me? Steals all the jam. I give you guys shout outs constantly. I literally read every single one of your comments with your name, so I just can't shout you out anymore. Dude says, you should do a gaming video soon. I could do a gaming video, but it would be sad and pathetic. I'm not a very good gamer anymore. At one point, I potentially could have, but just probably not for me. I have considered, though, in the basement of my building, I had some people interested in renting it out, and they wanted to put a Twitch studio down there. So I've been considering putting a Twitch studio in my basement and kind of make it make it available for people to rent out. And so if you were a gamer that wanted to get into streaming, then I could have a Twitch studio down there, and you could rent it for $10 an hour. You'd have a nice professional setup. You wouldn't have to buy any equipment. And then you could try to build your own brand and build your own channel that way. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. If anyone would be interested in doing that, I'd be happy to work with you on it. I got the space. I got thousands of square feet still available on my in my building. So come hang out with me. Let's see. Christian says, I'd say graffiti, but no, that's illegal. It's illegal unless someone allows you to do it. Graffiti, I think, would be really cool downtown if we could get something cool. Like if we could get a Banksy, graffiti downtown, that would be amazing. We've actually talked about one of the main groups, or one of the main goals of several of the groups that I'm in has been murals downtown. And so to have different murals and to try to increase the art scene in Kittanning, just different interesting things to look at, make it more walkable, make it more beautiful, because there's a lot of ugly buildings, a lot of ugly sides of buildings, and how cool would it be if we had really neat Kittanning murals or Kittanning history or just beautiful, artwork downtown. And so, you say graffiti, and I know you're joking, but that's something that we're really trying to make happen. Picnic in the park if the weather allows it. I would love to do a picnic in the park. We should do that in the spring or in the summer. That would be amazing. I just don't know if it's going to happen before then, because weather-wise, just not been great. We've had 2 nice days in the last 60. I haven't looked up rain totals again recently, but last I checked, we were over 60 inches of rain, and we normally get 32 in a whole year. And so this has been a really, really wet year. Not a good year for picnics. Jonathan says, that building with all the places along Market Street. There's the buildings that I'm thinking of would be the Cozy Cafe, the old Cozy Cafe on the corner of Market and Jefferson, the old Hutchinson's Jewelry Building, the old Rite Aid Building, and then the old 5 and 10. Or I don't know, what else do people call that building? Where Toy Brothers Studio used to be, the TLC shop. What else was in there? There's another big one that I'm missing, but anyway, not important. Yeah, all those empty buildings downtown. I think it'd be cool if we could do a meetup in one of those, and then we wouldn't have to worry about like taking over anybody's business. But the other stuff we could do would be like, I don't know, we can meet at Sheets in the front room and like take over that space, or Dunkin' Donuts. We could just own Dunkin' Donuts for the day. Stacy's working on her channel. That's great. That dude just got a subscriber. Glad you got one, friend. Glad you got one. Flip Flop said, "Do you like DC or Marvel?" I am not into DC or Marvel, actually. I haven't had time to get involved with any of those. But I guess if I had to pick, it's probably DC, unfortunately. I know that's going to offend a lot of people but I have not seen a single Avengers movie. Like there's like 25 movies. I haven't seen a single one. And my favorite superhero movies of the last like 20 years would be the Batman movies, when they were doing The Dark Knight, and yeah, that movie was amazing with the Joker. That one was just incredible. What was the other one? Batman Begins, and then The Dark Knight Rises or something. The one that was in Pittsburgh. So anyways, those were really cool movies as far as superhero movies go, but I just haven't seen any of the other new ones. I mean, they look kind of cool, I guess. I tried to watch an X-Men movie one time, and I just couldn't get into it. One of the more recent X-Men movies. It just wasn't very good. And I think that's probably the case with most of the Avengers movies. Like, they locked you in with some good movies in the beginning, and now you're just kind of in it for the story. And that's how Disney operates. And I hope they don't do that with Star Wars, but I think they might. Anyways, Kevin says, "You are amazing at Dr. Mario." That's true. That's true. If you guys ever want to play someone, or if you ever want to lose at Dr. Mario, I'll be happy to make that happen for you. I'm really good at Dr. Mario. So I guess I could do a Twitch channel completely dedicated to Dr. Mario. I don't know how far that would go, but it would be pretty cool to me, at least, you know. Super Bowl Tecmo Bowl is another one. So if you want to go back to NES and you want to play me, like, I'm game. Like, I'll do that all day. But as far as any modern games that Twitch is actually interested in, probably not. Dude says, "I'm a good Pokemon player." I used to be a good Pokemon player back when there were only 150 Pokemon. Now there's like 1,000, and I just can't keep up with that either. Christian says, "What about a rummage sale? We could get people to donate some old stuff, clear clutter, make money for the church, and even hand out flyers and such for the cause. That would be amazing. We could totally do that. How cool would it be if we could coordinate a community-wide rummage sale on Market Street? Rent tables for $5. Have tables all up and down Market Street on a Friday night or on a Saturday all day. That would be actually amazing. That's a really cool idea. And then we could do like 10% of the proceeds go to Kittanning, greatest city in the world, so that we could then do a really cool project in the city with all the money that was donated. That's an amazing idea. And so that could happen, Christian. That would be really cool. Billy's in the house. Thank you for coming, Billy, and thank you for your wonderful comment with the truth that Kittanning is the greatest city in the world. Christian, we need to talk about that idea. That's actually a really good idea. That's something we could do in the spring, like a spring cleaning sale. There's normally not anything going on in downtown Kittanning in the beginning of May. It's like before the summer rush, before all that stuff happens. Like, that would be cool, man. That's a good idea. I think you were joking, but that could really work. Anyways, guys, I think I'm done. We're at 45 minutes. I think this is long enough. I think I'm going to head to bed. Well, not to bed, but I'm going to rest. I'm just going to relax. I'm going to turn off my brain for just a little bit. And you can check out the new video tomorrow morning. It'll be up at 6:15. A little celebration with the family at Dairy Queen. A little bit of talk about the future of this channel and what I'm kind of thinking about as well, even beyond what we talked about tonight. And then, yeah, I also went to Yamato. Amazing. If you haven't been to Yamato, you gotta go get some sushi. You gotta try it. it's just one of the best places in Kittanning. Very underrated. I don't think a lot of people still know about it. I think there's a lot of people that still haven't been there, and you just need to go. For a $10 lunch, you get 3 sushi rolls and a salad. It's just really, really good. So, anyways, sorry, there's a couple more here. Flip Flop says, "What's the weirdest trait that you have?" I don't know. I got a lot of weird traits. I'm not sure. Like, I pick up my beard. You see these empty spots in my beard? Like, I get anxious sometimes, and then I'm picking my beard. I didn't even realize that I'm doing it. That's kind of weird. Maybe. I don't know. Is that weird? It's probably weird. Becky says, "Have a good night." Jonathan says, "Has good night." Flip Flop says, "Alrighty then, good night. I will try to tune in next Sunday, unless there won't be one because of Christmas." No, we'll still do it next Sunday. We'll still be good. But that's it, guys. I love you. Thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Very excited for the future of this channel. There will be more business features coming up this week. So keep connecting, keep sharing, and keep coming up with ideas for, like, what can we do? What can we do as a group? 1,000 people could change the city overnight, you guys. 1,000 people can do some really, really cool stuff. So keep thinking about, what if we could get all 1,000 people to coordinate into something really awesome? How could we make the greatest city in the world even greater? That's it, guys. Love you. Talk to you.